What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name's Christian and welcome to Stewart Productions. Patrick Stewart has met with Kevin Feige, evolving around X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, we all knew that Kevin Feige has big plans when we're talking X-Men and them finally joining the MCU, the rightful place where they should be. And we were all speculating, well, what is he going to do with all these new X-Men characters? What is he going to do with, casting? Are they still going to cast, the Black Professor X and Magneto that was rumored about? I don't know if that's fully true, but whatever. But everybody has been speculating on to see where they would go. But this is interesting to me. I really do think, Patrick Stewart was the most perfect iteration of Professor X, Charles Xavier, hands down. I remember as a kid, my brother was into Star Trek. He's much older than me, pushing 40. I love you, Chucky. And I remember it, just thinking, yo, man, he would be a fantastic, Professor X. I would love that. And then all of a sudden, you flash forward 2000, he's been casted as Professor X, and it's just amazing. He embodied the role so well. It was perfect casting as to RDJ as Iron Man. You get what I'm saying? Every once in a while, you get that perfect casting where it's that actor was born to play this certain role. And that's where Patrick Stewart was for Professor X. I mean, he portrayed him over, the course of 17 years. He did 6 films. And I really enjoyed what he brought to the table. But then you talk about Logan and how he had such a good farewell story arc finally ending. It was perfect. So a part of me is well, even if Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios wanted him to portray a Professor X in the MCU, I kind of wouldn't be down with that because he ended it so well in Logan. It was pitch perfect. Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart, both of them. It was such a great goodbye to the characters that we've beloved over the course of 20 fucking years. It's insane. And I kind of don't want them to ruin that, because if these two characters do come back, it's okay, well, what the fuck are you saying with Logan? You get what I'm saying? The meaning behind Logan is no longer there. And I could see where some fans could seem frustrated by that because it was a goodbye. You get what I'm saying? But, and then you had, what's his name? James McAvoy portray Patrick Stewart. Portray Patrick Stewart, I like that. Portray a young Xavier, which he did a cool job with, you know what I mean? I just think that I wish his character was written a little better in these X-Men films, especially the last two. I really enjoyed him in First Class, and I really enjoyed him in Days of Future Past. I really think, those were 2 stellar performances. But I doubt that he would even come back as a character. After Dark Phoenix, I think Kevin Feige really just wants to be done with that younger X-Men bullshit and move on from it. Which I don't blame him. I really don't. But let me read you guys some of this article from IGN. X-Men star Patrick Stewart says he won't return to play Professor X in the MCU. Well, there's that. Stewart, who has portrayed Charles Xavier in 6 movies, recently revealed that he had met with Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige about the possibility of his beloved X-Men character returning to the big screen. Oh, shit. Though it was ultimately decided that his role would not be reprised. Damn. I met with Kevin Feige a couple of months ago, and we had long conversations. Stewart revealed in a conversation with Digital Spy. And there have been moves and suggestions which include Charles Xavier. The actor explained how his outlook towards the X-Men franchise shifted after Logan was released, as he suggested that the 10th film in the superhero series marked the end of an era for him and Hugh Jackman, who were both highly emotional about letting go of their respective characters. Makes sense. Here's the problem. If we had not made Logan, then yes, I would probably would have been ready to get into the wheelchair one more time and be Charles Xavier. But Logan changed all of that, Stewart said. We were moved by the story. We were moved by one another. We were moved by the movie. But we also both made the decision that we were saying goodbye to our characters as well. In that sense, it was not just the deaths of those 2 men in the franchise, but it was also a goodbye to our part to them as well. Like I stated, Logan solidified everything when we're talking those 2 characters. It's ending an arc. It's ending the run that those 2 actors had together. I mean, you think about it, they've been shooting together since 2000, 1999, if you really want to get technical with it, right? So it makes sense of why they wouldn't return. It makes sense why Patrick Stewart wouldn't return to the character, especially when he said he sat down with Hugh Jackman and said, okay, well, this is the last hoorah. We're going to be letting go of these characters forever. And that's why they came up with Logan. And I'm like, okay, well, fine. Like, even if Logan didn't come out, fuck it. I'm down to see Patrick Stewart return because it would make sense, especially if they didn't give him a good farewell like they did in Logan. But it's going to be interesting to me. I'm still curious to see where they're going to go with the X-Men, where they're going to go with Charles Xavier, Magneto, Wolverine, all these X-Men characters that will be introduced, and how they're going to introduce the term mutants. No longer fucking miracles. Because if you remember in Winter Soldier, which I was just watching this morning, he was like, the world is something, no longer, superheroes. It's something, miracles. I was like, ugh. And then they show the twins, Wanda Maximoff and fucking Quicksilver. But I'm hyped to see where they go. And I'm happy with the end result for Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman. Like I said, they gave everything to the roles. I can only imagine, especially for Hugh Jackman, always having to be in shape and diet and work out. Like, fuck, this shit's so exhausting. Like, damn. And they're doing it for years. It takes a lot. Like, people don't realize, like, to stay fit like that over a course of 15 to 16 years and still try to live your life on a normal day-to-day basis, but knowing that you have to do these extensive workouts, you have to look a certain way, and you're getting older is difficult. I can only imagine. I'm 28 and I'm like, man, I don't feel like going to the gym. And I'm not even working out as hard, nowhere near Hugh Jackman was doing for Logan or Wolverine. Nowhere. But I'm happy. I'm happy with, the farewell for those two characters. And I think it's time we move on. We find other actors to portray these roles. Fuck it. Give me Tom Hardy as Wolverine. I'll take it. I know he's already Venom, but I'll take it anyways. It's Patrick Stewart. I don't know how you're going to replace him. James McAvoy did good, but like I said, I think Kevin Feige is done with that. I have no idea where they're going to go for Professor X. I don't. I'm a little nervous about it, but I believe in Kevin Feige and I believe in Marvel Studios. I really do. But I'm hyped, y'all. X-Men. Woo! I cannot wait to see X-Men Homecoming. That's going to be a lot of fun. I just hope they really, focus on the core group. Don't give me Wolverine so soon. Like, chill off that. Give me a prequel Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me like an X-Force movie and have Deadpool, Sabretooth, Omega Red. Like, do something along those lines, but focus. Make Cyclops your fucking leader finally. Don't just put him in the back seat like he's always had been in the previous X-Men films. That's something that always bugged me. Always. Focus on the core group. Instead of X-Men, give me Snowman. Beast, don't give me the full-blown blue Beast yet. Give me his human form, but still his acrobatic moves and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Storm, eventually introduce her to Black Panther, and then whatever you do. Jean, Archangel. The possibilities are endless of how to introduce these characters. But post your comments down below, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about Patrick Stewart officially being done with the role for Professor X. Post your comments down below, you guys, and thank you for taking time in your day for watching Stewart Productions. Peace.